Let me tell you a story. I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. What the flex is going on? I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. What the flex is going on? I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. What the flex is going on? I am fluxing on them now. I'm fluxing on them proud. I'm fluxing on them now. I'm fluxing on them proud. I'm in the Nimbus. Come check my status. What's my status? What the f is going on? I'm in the Nimbus. Come check my status. What's my status? I'm fluxing on them now. 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 I'm fluxing on them proud. What the flux is this? We going to the moon. Can I tell you something? Layer 1, layer 2, this is humongous. Decentralized, so we keep it 100. 10,000 nodes, yeah, we building an army. Flex on them now like it don't mean that we an army and we strong. I'm on the Nimbus. I'm in the Stratus. Come check my status. Come check my status. What the flux is going on? What the flux is going on? But the flex, we go so strong. We an army and we strong. And we strong.
And we're live.
Morning.
Morning. How are you?
Good. Richard, I got a full house here in the back, and you have a doggy in the back. Yeah, they like to interrupt at the worst times, don't they, Richard?
Always.
Yeah, I got them upstairs, covered for that. Yeah, we got a full house here, Richard. I see folks from Swarm. I see folks from Tempe, Mock. And we're missing a couple of folks still, but they'll join as they come in. You excited?
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting show. Looking forward to this for a long time. Been planning it for a while.
We've been planning it for a bit now, yeah. But we're finally here, the 14th of July for the Frenchies, the 14 juillet. Happy 14th of July, so it's their holiday today. I'm I'm missing the Tour de France on this, Richard. So this must be something big. Like, I was watching the Tour de France. I had Betty chasing me down. She's like, David, there is a stream. You have to be here. I'm like, well, I know, but it's like a mountain stage. Like, it's pretty cool. I want to watch.
And that's when they all crashed.
Well, no, I preferably not. Preferably not. I'm gonna take myself off the camera. This is not my thing here. I'm just here facilitating in the background. So I want to make sure everybody has a good time. I'll keep an eye on the chat, and if there's any questions, I'll make sure I'll highlight them afterwards. But I'd say we do some introductions on everybody on the call, and let's get going.
Let's get going. Okay, I just wanted to start by saying why and what we're doing this for. So we've had FluxLabs as our incubator project for some time, and we're trying to bring together all of our community to collaborate, to move forward, and to grow our communities together. That's the main aim of why we're trying to do this. And there is lots of cool projects all the way through the Flux incubator proposition. We help out, we help people develop and come into Flux, and we also help the other communities. So this is our opportunity to get everybody together and to find out what's going on. We will be sort of a little bit manic today because I think there's still 4 or 5 projects and there's quite a lot of people. So bear with us, but let's get the first people on. Shall we bring in Tempe?
We can start with Tempe. It's a little early for them, late for them. I don't know what is.
Well, it's like 3 a.m. for them.
2 a.m. 2 a.m. Yeah. Let's bring them on.
Yeah, so I thought if we start with them first, then they'll not be asleep by the end of
it. Good morning.
Hey guys.
It's very early, but your intro woke us up.
Yeah?
Wow.
Are the guys, it's Tim or Dimitris, he does an amazing job with these intros, and he's been working quite a while on the proof of use work one, and I'm like, oh, you know what, I'm going to showcase it today because it's a pretty good one, and he's been working on that one for a while.
Looks pretty good. Yep.
I'm going to take myself off. You guys talk, and I'll sit in the back enjoying my coffee here.
Thank you.
Let's start with Tempe. Do you want to give an introduction to who you are and what you do at Tempe?
Yeah, so I'm Gareth Evans, and along with Jörg, we're both co-CEO and co-founders of Tempe, which is the world's first fully decentralized search engine. And we're the only search engine that offers unbiased and uncensored search results. And really, what our core product is, and maybe we can come on to it in a bit more detail if we have time. It's really our index, and so we have built a decentralized index that the search engine utilizes for its information. When you're searching the web, it's the index that you're actually referencing, and it's one of only 6 actively maintained web indexes in the world, which is currently capable of collecting 300 million records. So we've got an interesting proposition that's very unique in the world and in the space.
Awesome. So in terms of the project at the moment, whereabouts is Tempe in its roadmap? So when are you going to launch and get out of? I think, are you in beta at the moment?
So we are in beta since. So we started our first beta program in August last year with our collector network. So as Gary's already said, we are completely decentralized. That means that users can run our software. And the first one was the crawling software, which allows us to collect the pages for the index. So that was running or is running since August last year. And since January, we run our website itself, the search website, as a beta. So again, to test out and make sure that everything runs. And as Gary said, we are collecting 300 million pages per day. So that's what we are running at the moment in the beta phase. And at launch in August, so when we have our public launch, we will have an index size that is comparable or a little bit below from what Bing has right now. So it's already very, very large, actually. In addition to that, we are working on our own layer 1 blockchain. So we are on testnet on the Cosmos ecosystem. We have a layer 1 Cosmos blockchain, and we are on testnet right now. We are going to release it to mainnet, or move to mainnet very soon as well. And with this move, we are going to introduce NFTs, access NFTs. So what we need to make sure to maintain our network is that we keep the balance between what storage is it we have available. So users run our storage, which is called the Guardian. But we also have, as I said, we have the collector, which collects the pages. So, and for us, in order to keep a balance, or the network can keep a balance, we do utilize NFTs, access NFTs, in order to run our software. So what we developed is our own network protocol, which we have patent pending for, that allows the network to grow autonomously. So there is no one who presses a button and tells the network to grow. It's basically the network itself sees when it needs to grow and where it needs to grow, and then the NFTs will be issued or minted, and then will be available for the user to grab and then run our software. So that's what we have been working on over the last couple of months, basically fine-tuning the index itself, and also making sure that as a search provider, we have to ensure that our latency is very low. So decentralized is always challenging. So we had to overcome some of the challenges everyone in a decentralized environment faces, and that was where our network protocol really helps us to. We have a comparable response time like anyone else has. So if you go into Google or Bing, you expect something like a second of response time, 6, 8 or 800 milliseconds. And what we have tested so far, we actually have the same response time. So we can not only have a decentralized, unbiased index, but the user has the same experience, basically, and that's what we really want.
So it's that instant feel, so you don't feel like you've got a lag.
Yeah.
Really good that it's self-scaling as well, so that's an amazing achievement. It's tap
a lot of work.
We've been working
I can imagine
hard over the last, it's been a year and a half, or 2 years really, but a year and a half publicly. And we've the next couple of months are going to be a very exciting couple of months, as we've got the blockchain release, as Jörg said. We've got, along with that, the NFTs that are being released so people can participate in the network. We've got the search engine release, obviously. And, we always come back to in these conversations how it all comes back to our index and how we're utilizing that index. And then we've actually got quite an exciting announcement we can make here with Flux, is that another product that we're going to be releasing next week, actually, which utilizes our index, is the world's first decentralized generative AI, which you can think of as basically an alternative to ChatGPT. And we've been able to do this. It's in beta as well, and it will follow the beta of the search engine, because we have our own index.
Yeah,
and
Gary,
so
is that our very first useful work project right there that you just
yeah,
announced?
that's huge.
Yes, it does make sense to you. So the biggest challenge on any large language model is really the information they have is always old. Because if you look at even ChatGPT, they go back to end 2021, early 2022. So utilizing our index with real-time information and having our own language model trained on that nearly in real time makes it unique, and it is the first decentralized. So again, can we say the name?
Leak away.
Yes,
Leak away.
Okay. Let's announce it. So the name is Wilson. So our large language model is called Wilson. The user has the ability to.
I'm thinking Castaway too.
I'm thinking Castaway straight away.
Yay! Yeah. Perfect. Love it.
Wilson is your ChatGPT alternative friend. Wilson is the friend you go to when you want to talk and can rely on him with uncensored, unbiased results.
Yeah,
Nice.
and Wilson is decentralized, so users will be able to utilize NFTs again to run a node that runs Wilson. So it's completely decentralized. It runs on our own network protocol. It is again scalable as it needs to, so it has the same feature sets. And it's, of course, it's based on our index, so it's unbiased. It has been trained on a different set of information than many others, which makes it, I wouldn't say it makes it unbiased, because an AI is never unbiased, but it makes it a lot better. And with our governance process, the community can actually help us to determine some of Wilson's features and some of Wilson's decision making. So we are completely open. It's an open source model, by the way. So it will be, and it is already, now it will be very soon available on Hugging Face, for example. So we are not hiding it. We want to have it as a community-driven large language model that we give to our community, basically.
That is literally huge news, and I think
And you're the first one.
We're the first ones. We're going to have to follow this up, because I want to learn a lot more about this.
And just like that, and like any other AMA, there's a leak.
Yes, we haven't talked about that anywhere else. So you guys are the first ones where we talk about it.
We said literally 5 minutes before the call. So are we going to talk about Wilson? And we're
Yeah.
like, yeah, let's do it. And you know, you guys have been great on this on our journey over the past couple of years, and so yeah, very very happy to use this as a platform to announce it.
All right,
Yeah.
awesome. Richard, should we give the others also a chance to leak? I mean,
yeah, I might be coming back to this though. So very interesting.
No worries. Thank you, guys.
Okay, who shall we bring up next? Shall we bring in Swarm?
Sure, let's do Swarm. Do you want me, Tempe? You guys, do you want to get off the screen for a
I'll
second?
hang around
Or hang out?
I mean, we hang out, but you can swap the screens if you like.
We'll swap you guys out for a sec.
Yeah, but we will of course hang around.
We'll stay here in the background.
Don't go anywhere. I know it's late or early, but whatever.
You want to find out more?
No worries. All good.
These guys came in force. Just saying, Richard.
Yeah.
They swarmed us. Pun intended.
Swarm. And they've all got cool backgrounds as well. We need those backgrounds, David. But I've got my Flux nose, I'm happy. Okay, guys, thanks for joining us today. I think it's more of a favourable time for you guys, but shall we just give brief intros and how you work with Swarms and what Swarms is?
I guess I'll start. Yeah, my name's Curtis. I do a lot of the B2B for Swarms. There's actually 6 of us, so you've got half the Swarms team here. Not enough for consensus in our DAO. Actually, our consensus is set at 75%, but we do show up.
I can always jump in if you need, Curtis.
Oh, you're on mute, Amir.
There we go. It's very normal for me to be on. Sorry about that. My name's Amir. Yeah, one of the developers working on Swarms alongside Squeegee, and I'm just happy to talk about what we're doing in the DAO space.
Sounds cool.
Hey, my name is Justin. My work is the community manager for Swarms. You can come check us out on our Discord. You can see me on Twitter. Help you do anything you need to on the DAO. It's pretty sweet. Come see our DAO factory.
Perfect, because this one's a bit of a new one to me, so I've never sort of researched it or sort of learned about what is Swarms and what does it sort of do or deliver.
Yeah, so a lot of people may not know what a DAO is. Of course, people here in the crypto space are very familiar with a DAO, but we are an actual DAO. We're legally recognized in the United States as a DAO LLC. And we're a DAO that has built a DAO maker. So again, for those that don't know, a DAO is going to be an organization that is, instead of the traditional top-down organization that's shaped like a pyramid, where you have a CEO and a CFO, CMO, your mid-layer management all the way down to the workforce. We have a 1-to-1 DAO, which means we are all equal members and we all carry our own load. And what happens is when we have an idea, we all gather kind of in Discord, but when we have an idea, it comes up as a proposal, and that's everything from our marketing plan to our charter to how we spend our Kadena or Flux, right? And what happens is a proposal is created and we all vote on it. If it hits a 75% consensus, that's like that top layer management, right? We don't need that. We just want to all work together, and the DAO Maker is actually a place where anybody can do that. It's a very simple point and click interface. Anybody can build a DAO, and because it's Kadena based, it's virtually costs nothing to make proposals or vote on proposals versus building on something like Ethereum, where every time somebody votes, it's going to cost $2.50, right? Unless you do a snapshot, but we're on chain and live. So
definitely.
And you're the supplier of DAO, so there might be a project, sort of an NFT project or a community that need their own DAO, so they just reach out to you. And you can give them the solutions. Is that sort of, am I getting that how it works?
Yeah. So, I mean, anybody can log on to, Swarms. This is backwards, right? Because the mirror, swarms.finance. That's all you got to type in, and connect your wallet. We've got a lot of different wallets that you can use, and very simple interface. They don't even need us. They can just log in, create their own DAO. All the rules are toggleable. They can do something very similar to what we're doing, which is just 1-to-1. They could do a weighted DAO. They could customize almost every single part of the DAO. So everything is very custom to what the user wants to do. As far as support goes, though, we do offer support. Because I guess the idea is we've done this, we know how to do it. And if they need B2B support, I'm the person. If they need some community management support, Justin can help out. If they need to talk to our devs, I mean, Amir and Squeegee are amazing, and they're always willing to help out in the community. And our whole thing is we just wanted to build something on Kadena that establishes trust between developers and community members, because in the history of new chains, rugs and scams and things like that are a problem. So if we create a trustless environment where people can work together, I think we've really built a very solid foundation that others can build upon. So I don't know if any of my colleagues want to build on top of what I said.
I think just to say, I mean, if you're a project looking for a real product that's simple, easy to use, I mean, it's a great tool. It's meant to be for the community. So we all encourage everybody to check it out, to try it. And really feedback for us is a perfect opportunity. If there's something you need to run your operation better, that's what we're begging the community to let us know how we can help. And so that's what you'll get from us if you check it out.
100%. That's really important. And sort of, what was the reason that sort of attracted you to come and work with Flux and use some of our infrastructure to help your project?
Well, honestly, there's a lot of cohesion between the Kadena and Flux communities. A lot of the people are, very, very similar in nature and follow a lot of the same projects. And, the Flux products are, as far as the pricing goes, extremely reasonable, and just the decentralized nature of things, right? We're a DAO. We appreciate decentralization, and that's what a DAO is, right? It's a decentralized organization. It wouldn't make sense if we centralize all of operations behind the DAO.
I like how he says reasonable. Do not say cheap. I love that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, well, cheap makes it sound like it's not a good product, and I mean, it's an amazing product. So I think reasonable is a great word. But yeah, I wanted to add. We're also a grant recipient, and we've created a bounty program that I'd love everybody to check out, where people can come in and make graphics and GIFs and videos and different things, and the community can help us do our heavy lifting, and we can give them some digital assets for it, right? And but along with that, like Amir was saying, we really rely on the community, and that's kind of what's wonderful about a DAO is you bring the community in, and they feel like they're a part of the project, and they can tell you what they want. So you've got your own, you've already got your customers that are saying, hey, this is what we want, and we have the capacity to deliver on that with Amir and Squeege. So.
What are your plans sort of in the future? Sort of how do you see it developing down the road? Do you think it's going to go in a certain direction? Where can you build and go to?
Well, I'll kind of give a quick overview of that, and I'm going to leave the rest up to Amir because he's more of the technical and has a lot of the building a lot of the things behind the scenes. But the great thing about the DAO is, we do kind of work on some roadmaps, but really the way it works is we hear from the community that there's a need, and we all kind of collectively decide together whether that's something we're going to do. And so yeah, we let the community tell us. So it's that's really what's special about it, is it's going to evolve into whatever the community wants it to evolve into. We're not going to say, hey, here's our timeline A, B, and C. This is what's going to happen, and you guys are going to either like it or not like it. We say, what do you want? And they go, this is what we want. And we go, okay. And then we build it. So, but yeah, I'll let Amir talk about some of the things that he's working on behind the scenes.
Yeah. So right now, everything works. It works well. We just launched, there's a couple things, here and there that come up, issues everybody runs into when you launch a new product. And really, to evolve what we have all this incredible data that it's all public knowledge, right? So it's not anything confidential at this point that we can share back, right? So you've got the idea where I'm a big integrator, so I like integrating into everything. And so the integration I'm working on right now is actually a Discord integration. So the idea for a DAO is I want to know when a new vote is put to vote. I want to be able to launch them from anywhere, which means web, mobile, Discord. Those are my three kind of go-tos. And then the next thing I want to do is I want to be able to take action on things. And so kind of as an evolution, we can get a vote right now. And what I'm doing kind of behind the scenes is I'm working on a process, and it'll be documented, and anybody's welcome to use it. We'll give essentially an endpoint, an API endpoint for you to connect to, and you can start streaming your own events into Discord, into your website. Obviously, I'll help with all those things and document that process. But I think that's a huge leap, because now when a vote takes place, the way I have another project I work on, and the way I'm planning on leveraging this is when I want an approval, I'm going to kick off an approval. I'm going to sign that command with my private key, and then do the voting. It'll be community voting. I'm not even going to vote on it myself. I'm going to leave it completely up to the community and trust that they do that they do it the right way. But it is what it is. And then once it's done, once the action's approved, I'm going to then have my my backend services approve. Once I get an approval, I'm going to actually approve that impact on Kadena and execute different blockchain commands. And so I really will tie that end to end. In the future, the goal is to have that all natively built in. And right now I'm just building that logic for my own project so that I can share exact steps and show how it works, show the mechanic, and work with the other developers to implement something similar. Because I think that's where having a DAO is cool. We love it. We use it. You can see all of our events. They're out there in the world. Now let's take that and let's turn it into what a business actually needs, is that automated point, because anybody can make something manual. We'll get that end to end, and hopefully, that should solve any project that really truly wants decentralized and wants to take themselves out of it, and group support, that's a perfect opportunity. Even if it's a simple vote bot, I can make a vote bot in Discord turn into a blockchain command. It's just a matter of, what you need for your audience.
Yeah, and to add on that, we also even store our business documents in the Flux cloud. So our Wyoming registration, right? All of our documents go in the Flux cloud. So yeah, I mean, I think it would be really cool to have a complete business launch pad, everything from the DAO to sort of a Word type of program, file storage. So you can just everybody just run their business from one place. And, maybe it evolves into that. Maybe the community tells us that they want something else. But, we've been able to run very efficiently and agile as a DAO, which is usually the antithesis of what you hear about DAOs, right? You hear, DAOs are inefficient and clunky. And, and the great thing about it is we've all been able to just the things that we have to offer that we're good at. That's kind of what we focus on as individual DAO members. Like nobody's being asked to do something that they're not great at. And I think that's the beauty of a DAO. And that's the other thing that makes a DAO unique is you focus on everybody's strengths and it evolves into a very unique company.
Yeah, and I do see the synergies between Flux and Kadena, because between two, you've got both technology stacks that you need to move business forward. And you've just given me a great idea. Why don't we have a decentralized Word or a decentralized Excel? Then you can just store them all on the Flux cloud.
Yes, that would be amazing. I'm sure that we would be happy to integrate that into our platform for people to use if you decided to build that. And yeah, and even with the Flux cloud, like I think maybe some sort of a file search would be wonderful if you're taking suggestions.
Always. David's going to kill me.
No. This is good stuff. Like if there's any ideas, any things that the services are lacking or could be improved on, always take the criticism. Always good. That's not a...
No, I don't think it's criticism. I think it's
criticism,
an
feedback,
evolution
whatever
of the
you want to call
product.
it. Criticism is not a bad word, guys. It's a good thing. If you do it properly, it's a good thing.
I think it's a really good idea. Let's move on, I think, Davey.
Sure. Yeah,
we've got a lot of
folks.
Yeah, who've we got up in the back at the moment? Have we got...
we can go Mock, and we can go, I think, Crypto Elites Club. I think I want to go next.
Okay, let's go with Crypto Elites Club.
Sure. Okay, I'm going to take you guys off, and we'll bring you back in a bit.
We've got kill video.
Thank you, guys.
There you go.
Hi and welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You sound like you're up. You sound like you're from up north, Richard.
I am from up north. I'm from a sunny town at the moment called Bingley. So.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
Good to have a Yorkshireman on. Where are you from?
I'm from South Wales, Newport.
Oh, very well. I know it well.
Oh, you know it well.
Yeah, I've been there a few times. I'll let you do your intro and what you're working on.
Cool. My name's Anthony Wood, and I'm the artist and project manager for Crypto Elites Club. We had our first collection ready called Soul Again. We had completed it already, and then magically my colleague organized the partnership with FluxLabs, so he sort of terminated the deployment, and now we're just waiting to redeploy it now.
So you had it all done, and now you're going again.
Surprise!
Yeah, it's quite. Yeah, we had everything deployed, finished, the dates, everything. It was in development for 16 months, and then suddenly, I know my colleagues are close with the with Flux and the Flux devs, so they managed to get it together. And then wonderful for me to have to kind of kill months of hard work to then now go back into development. So that's quite unusual after such a long period of development. We were so private for such a long time with what we were doing. We didn't market it at all, and then we kind of bust out this huge marketing campaign, and then suddenly just stopped. And now, coordinating with the Flux guys to, I guess, reorient the direction with Flux. So I know we're going to now use Flux or wrap Flux on Solana. Use the Zelcore wallet to swap from Flux to wrapped Flux, and then use that as a like a whitelist pre-sale prerequisite to access the pre-sale for the minting period of our NFTs.
Nice.
Shall we show off some of the NFTs, David? Maybe play the video.
I did get a video from them. Are you guys ready to see it?
Let's have a look.
All right. I have not seen it myself, so I'm curious as well.
You really got me. You really got me. You've got me. Got me. You really got me, and I am truly yours. Without you, I couldn't exist anymore. You got me. I am truly yours. Without you, I couldn't exist. You got me. I am truly yours. You got me.
Great video. I do like that a lot. So I noticed from the pics and the attribution, whereabouts do we find you? Have you got your website set up? Is everything ready to go? Where are you in the next few weeks?
Everything's ready to go. All the social media is ready. We have a community existing, probably a bit confused as to why we, excuse me, had stopped. But yesterday we announced the partnership, so now we can go back to it. But everything's ready. So from the primary website, you can find all the social media channels. We're pretty active on Discord, so yeah, you can find us there. I'm not sure if the animation explains it well. We kind of made it quite choppy, so it's
Did I get it correctly that it's basically you got your little figurine, but then you can add all the little pieces and bits and bobs, so then every piece itself is a tiny NFT? Is that how I have to see it, or am I completely wrong and am I completely off the rockers here with my skills on NFT?
Right. So my colleague wanted 19 attributes. So he wanted to kind of push the boundaries of what could be done with the combinations. So the idea was to create a story of evolution, mix it with tribalism, ufology, and then I guess the rarest characters of all are the original. What we've loosely based on Darwin's theory of evolution. So it goes from fish up to that human, cyborg, then alien. So it subtly suggested that human beings probably will, or probably already did, evolve to aliens. And so they're the rarest NFTs of the collection. And then I guess using the medium of NFT, we've kind of scrambled up all the pieces with we built a distribution model so that, because we wanted to use the idea of soul again, like to make the characters whole again. So we kind of broken the characters up into 10,000 different outcomes, and then the whole agenda is to try and achieve getting the characters fully built and back together. So every character will be a character. They all look completely wild when they're mixed up. But the ultimate agenda would be to achieve getting them back to their original form, if you understand.
Yeah, what's the reward for getting it back to the original form? Do you get like a specific benefit or attribute added?
Right.
Like
So
special
when you
attribute?
Yeah, so there is a hidden attribute that's not discussed or disclosed at all at the moment. So that's just like an Easter egg. But if you get one of the 10 NFTs, one of the original 10 characters, then we're going to send a signed poster, like a movie signed poster, to the owner of that. So when when they verify on the Discord server, you can verify that you own an NFT from that collection. So we can verify who was the first to access that NFT or mint that NFT, and then what we're going to do is we're going to send that individual a signed poster from all 6 members of the team, because I guess with NFTs the pursuit is to get the rarest in assumption that they're going to be valuable based on their scarcity, right? And I guess that's the general idea with the NFT collections, but I think we wanted to add just a little, like a human touch to it. So whoever does get it, then we can actually send them the original art, because it's originally vector art, but they're really high definition. They're 4K, 32-bit images. So when you see them in the original format, you'll see that you can zoom in quite significantly. Like in the animation, when the sort of virtual camera zooms into the face, you can see when it gets really close, there's no distortion in the image. So I think it's our first collection. I think the agenda is to kind of combat putting something of more substance into the NFT markets, because we all did a lot of research in the competitors, I guess, and either it's just lots of monkeys or very pixelated, like retro 8-bit looking art, which is cool. It is like reminiscent of like Game Boy, Sega Mega Drive, and that kind of stuff. But
I quite like the fact that. Oops, sorry. I quite like the fact that you're actually, if you get one of the rare ones, you're actually going to get like a physical piece that's signed by people. So you've got physical art, so you can have that on your wall as well. So.
Yeah, and I think that was what we wanted. So we've all kind of signed it. We've made the posters already, and then whoever wins it, then at least there's something physical and tangible that actually came from, because the art took, in total with branding, it took 6 months to draw that. And for example, one of the characters, Raptoid, is based on a reptile, and just the single attribute took me 12 hours to make that. So a lot of time and effort went into the art itself. So I think for very few, I guess, 0.1% of people that achieve those, then at least they actually see the original art produced, because it's made at 355 pixels per inch, which is the highest publisher print depth. So then at least when you can still see it on chain, so they're on Arweave, and then when you look at them on the marketplaces, they still retain that quality to some extent. I think the browsers do add compression, but I think sending the physical poster would kind of demonstrate how high resolution the images actually are.
Awesome. And where can we sort of find it? What's the website called? What do we type in?
Well, the primary website is do you want me to send it through the YouTube comments, or?
Yeah, or just if you know what the URL is, we'll share it and we can tag it into the comments below. So.
All right, 1 second. There's a primary website for Crypto Elites Club, which is that, and then there's the collection website, which is here.
So it's crypto-elites.com.
That's it. That's the primary website. Cool.
And I'm presuming you can just sort of interlink between the two. Are they both on each other?
Yeah, so on the primary website, you'll see in the project section, you can click on it and it will sort of take you to the website, which gives you a brief introduction of the characters, the narrative, a roadmap of such, and where to find us. So all the social media stuff is everywhere pretty much. I mean, we would encourage people to come to the Discord, because we've other than the software development aspect of the project, which all of our repos are private at the minute, there was a lot of hard work to make that to make it happen. So we haven't made it public yet, what we've done, because there's a few elements that are custom to this process, and the distribution models are not. I guess it's very unique to our project anyway, and it doesn't need to be public. And we customize the compiler of the images, and we don't want to make that public either, to be honest. And we're just recreating the latest Candy Machine 3 PNFT standard, and there's no Candy Machines in the world yet for that. So we've just redeveloped one of those. So lots of the software part we're not going to probably disclose at the moment. But in terms of the arts, there's lots of movie references in the art itself. So if you look at the art, you'll see lots of film references. Lots of the characters were inspired by Bruce Parry's anthropological research on tribes around the world. So kind of looked at all the most remote tribes and then extracted the fashion and behaviors from the tribes. The characters were then all their faces were developed from Disney's facial formatting technique. So we wanted the characters to kind of facially look a bit familiar too. So we've that plus the story of evolution, plus the speculation of the future that we're aliens, and there's lots of that in the mainstream at the minute. That lots of the American government are like sort of publishing information about UFOs and whatnot. So ideally, we can spark conversation. So it's not just to buy the NFT and store it and trade it. We really wanted to encourage a conversation about humanity. Where did we come from? How did we evolve? Where did we go? And ideally, then when we build the next collection, the community will integrate into the ideas too. So it's not just us privately discussing what we want the art to be. We would like it to be community-based too. So if someone's got any ideas on what they want, as an attribute, then we'd like to incorporate that too, right?
Sounds good. I think we'll come back because we're quickly running out of time. So we've got about 15 minutes left to the hour. So it's been really good to hear about the project, and let's follow up as well and do some more stuff as you progress. So shall we bring up another project?
Yep. Let's go to the Miners of Kadena.
Excellent. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
See you.
See you.
Bye.
Hello. How you doing,
Hello.
Richard?
I'm good. How are you? Not spoken
I'm
in a while.
doing quite well, thank you. Richard, am I imagining, or do we have the same watch? I think we do, right?
I think we do. Yeah. Have you got the Kadena one on order?
Of course. Yeah, of course. I'm waiting for it to arrive. What number are you? I think I'm 67.
I beat me. I think I'm 13 something.
Oh.
Nor you're
that's
close
nice.
to mine, actually.
Yeah, you're 69, aren't you?
I'm 69.
Oh, that's even better.
I know, right?
Yeah, I think once we release the watch NFTs, number 69 is going to be extremely valuable to a lot of people.
When NFTs, Door?
The Flux watch NFTs.
Yeah.
We're waiting to be releasing them, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys know, but we actually helped Flux a tiny bit with those
Just a tiny bit.
Just
a tiny bit.
Yeah.
You're the guys who know everything about the Marmalade 2 standard, then I'm presuming.
Well, yeah, Marmalade V2 is a bit of a touchy subject for us.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm guessing we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, let's move on. Do you want to do an intro to anybody who has not met you about who you are and what Mock is?
Yeah, definitely. I'm Dor. I'm the Chief Executive Officer for now of the Miners of Kadena. I'm saying for now because soon enough, we're finally going to be transitioning to a fully decentralized model, at which point the lovely guys that spoke here earlier from Swarm's Finance are going to be helping us out. They helped us out already massively, and I believe they will continue to do so, considering we will be using their infrastructure to manage the governance of our project. Other than that, the Mock.io is our little baby that we decided to build in the Kadena blockchain, especially using Pact. And what it is that we're doing, we're creating store value NFTs within the Kadena ecosystem. Basically, what it is that we do, we utilize several functions that exist only within Pact to create these NFTs that, almost like Uniswap V3, they act as your LP tokens. But in addition to that, they're also playable characters within a play to earn platform that we're building that will expand within time with community input. And that's pretty much it. NFTs that grow and scale are upgradable and hopefully in time manage to accrue wealth.
It's great to see projects like yours, Dor, and the Swarm guys working together. It's kind of the original intent of the FluxLabs community
Absolutely.
and the private Discord that's in the back that nobody else has access to. That's just purely for the guys. It's great to see that those types of partnerships are being formed and enhancing each other's projects like that. It's
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it. That's great to hear. I wasn't even aware you guys were
And
doing this, so that's awesome.
oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
100%.
we're friends with a lot of projects within Flux Labs, and that's one of the, I think, the unique value propositions within Flux and Flux Labs specifically. The fact that you got so many amazing projects all together, and we all managed to connect and to help each other out. It's really an awesome community to be a part of.
Yeah, and there's plenty more as well. So there's top projects like Tech Fleet and other mock projects, and everybody sort of works together. And I know if people come in with a problem, it's a collaboration to fix it. So where can you sort of see mock going in the future?
That's a good question. Last time somebody asked me that, I said, okay, hopefully valued at 50, 100 million, decentralized, biggest project on the blockchain. But these days, I don't really concern myself with what's going to happen 5 years from now, because the way we see things change all the time to such an extent you don't even have a clue what's going on.
5 years
I'm more
is an
concerned about what's
eternity.
gonna happen
It's
tomorrow,
a full cycle.
right, Richard? Tomorrow is a bit more important for me. But yeah, I can give you the obvious answer, right? Like thousands of users, of NFT holders, and such. But ultimately, that's going to happen a year from now, 5 years from now. It doesn't matter. What I'm more interested in and concerned about is that we're going to have an awesome community the way we have right now, because especially during the difficult periods of the market, we saw the community that stood by us, helped us out, became part of the team. Half of the team right now are community members, right? We hired devs from the community. Our CMO, Adam, is a community member, and that's how we started out. So as long as we do end up as a thriving group of people that ultimately enjoys making money, right? Because that's the most important thing for us, right? Making money. As long as that's the case, I'm going to be happy and proud.
Yeah, you've got a lot going on, and I think as you grow out as well, because it's all attached to mining as well, isn't it? So how do you see it? Have you got any plans to expand in the mining world, or what would you look to move towards there?
Okay, so first of all, my first job ever growing up was a miner, an actual physical miner. My dad used to work with diamond mines and used to manage several processing factories. And I remember myself being 11, 12 years old, running through mines in Uganda, helping the workers, right? So when we talk about mining, and I think this is ultimately why we got so close to Flux, is the vision that value needs to be generated in a way that is honest and is legitimate. And I think this is where proof of useful work actually does come into play, because that's the bottom line. For me, as much as our project is named Miners of Kadena, and we got amazing relationship with miners, especially Flux node operators, right? Mock, I think right now is the only project that distributes tokens on a monthly basis to node operators, and I think next month is going to be our final distribution, at which point we've distributed almost $100,000 worth, right? I think it's less about the act of mining, and it's less about the actual how does the consensus work or what's the gimmick here or there. It's ultimately a matter of, is what it is that we're doing honest or not? Are we just fabricating money saying, hey, money just appears? Or do we actually do and build and create something that makes that value tangible, like Flux does and like how we ultimately hope our model will work?
Yeah, 100%, and that's the right way to go about it in my view. So yeah, I commend you on that. It's really good work, and it's great to see you sort of progress through as you've grown. So, and you do very good poker tournaments as well. I think we need to arrange another one. Right, shall we?
Good luck.
Good luck. We'll bring everybody else back. So, are you coming to Cypherpunk, by the way?
We really wanted to. Unfortunately, it's going to be a bit of a 16-hour flight for me specifically to get to Miami. So yeah, that might be a bit tricky.
Shall we? Have we got any more people in the back, Davey? Is Davey there? Is that everybody? Got everybody on screen now. So we could have started this way and brought everybody up, and it actually, now I look at it, it does look like a community that can sort of cross work together in terms of development and what you're all doing. So we're going from now to the future of Web3, and it's been a real pleasure to have you all on. I don't know if we're going to do a Cypherpunk giveaway. Do we have any plans, Davey? I'll leave him now for a little bit, but I just wanted to have a recap of what the projects are doing and how we can work together in the future. So today we've had Tempe, who are going to be the future of decentralized search and decentralized AI modeling by the looks of what's coming up. We've got Swarms Finance, who's developing DAOs and helping ecosystems be more fair around the world, which is great. And then we've got Mock, who's working on building out the future of mining on the Kadena blockchain. Then we've also had the NFT project. So we've got Crypto Elites Club, who are spending, from what I'm gathering, hundreds and hundreds of hours developing an NFT out. That's using sort of attribution, and the ecosystem's only growing every day. So I'd like to thank you all for coming. A personal thank you for showing up. And I'd like to see what we can do in the future to help you grow. And that's sort of the objective, why I wanted to get everybody together, because I know a lot of the developers and our shared knowledge bases and people helping each other as we're adapting to these new technologies. And that's the purpose of today, to learn. So I just wanted to say thank you from me, and if you need anything in the future, or if you want to join FluxLabs, you can find us at Run on Flux as the FluxLabs section. We've got all these projects that are working. We've also got events coming up similar to this one. We're going to be launching Cypherpunk on the 27th and the 28th of September in Fort Lauderdale in America. Then we've also got some other big ones coming up. So we're at CES next year, CES 2024. So that'd be great. And then I can see a lot of other collaborations happening along the way as well. So just to wrap up from me, and I don't know if anybody's got any final words or questions.
Actually, if you don't mind, I would actually love to say something. I did notice that Terra Hosting are not with us. As somebody who had a bit of interaction with Mike from Terra Hosting, I just want to say he's amazing. To anybody that doesn't know, Terra Hosting was, let's call it a little bit of a project that revolved around documenting everything. And as everybody knows, Terra suffered a big hit back when the death spiral happened. And I do remember that Terra Hosting sought to find more things to do and more things to document. And right now, I'm considering Terra hosting to be like the archiver of our ecosystem and perhaps others as well. And Terra hosting does accept donations. If anybody wants to go over there and look at everything being archived, go ahead. He does some amazing work.
I think that could have been a different Terra we had, but it's the same thing. So let's wrap it up. I don't know if you've got any questions from the community. If David's got that in the back. But if not, we will wrap it up and say thank you again, everybody, for joining. And I think I'm very excited for the future of all your projects. So thanks again, and goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Richard.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Blaze out, baby.
Thanks, Davey.
Appreciate it.
You're on mute, Davey.
Oh, actually, I think he is definitely on mute, but I think we have got some other bits to sort of wrap up in terms of the giveaway as well. So let's just hang on for Davey so we can run the kit and we can get it working.
Oh, we're still live, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
we are.
We are still live.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you
Yeah.
now. I was
was
like,
talking.
where's Davey gone? Where's Davey gone?
I was talking. I was asking questions. So I'm like, why is nobody responding to me? It's like I'm working with Dan all of a sudden, all over again. But yeah, no. I actually had a couple of questions, and I see Mark just left, which is unfortunate. But I definitely want to share that sentiment. The folks from Terra Hosting were supposed to come on the call today. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. I'm guessing something happened that those things can happen, unfortunately. But I do want to share that sentiment. Mike is a great guy. He's been actually helping us, the Flux team, for mining disrupt. He was there for Bitcoin Miami as a local liaison for mining disrupt. He's helping us out as well. He'll be helping us with streams and all that fun stuff when we're there. If you're coming to Mining Disrupt, make sure you hit us up. Come say hi. We'll have some merch, maybe a hat or so. I'll bring a couple of my own hats. I'll sign a few. I'll have Dan sign a few, if you're into that stuff. But yeah, make sure you come in. Cypherpunk, don't forget. Definitely something you want to come and attend as well. Some of these guys will be here. Amir, I saw your post, so I'll make sure I'll respond to that as well. So
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm giving away all my worn hats. Thanks, Scott. With all the nice sweat stains and all the, But we'll do a quick giveaway, as is kind of a tradition now for us. If you guys are up for it, I just need a matching word, and then those who are in the chat, and there's not that many here today, you might actually have a chance to. What should we give away today, Richard? You want to give away some swag, or you want to give away?
Yeah, let's give away some swag.
Yeah,
you can do that.
Betty, can we give away some swag? I know here in the chat somewhere. Pretty sure she'll say yes.
And say this shirt, but not this shirt.
And no, he didn't buy. He didn't sell his Flux to buy a new BMW. He doesn't need to sell Flux. He's not touching his Flux. Trust me on that one. He's very, very protective of his Flux. You can't get a Flux away from Dan. Anyway, let's get some swag going. I got the green light from Betty. Thank you, Betty. Let me share my screen for a sec. We're gonna all get squished to the side here, and let's. So I put in hashtag Web3. Because I was listening to what Richard was saying. So this is the future of Web3. All of these guys, all these labs partners, they're building out the future of internet. And I thought we celebrate that. So let's go with let's not use a hashtag. Just do Web3. Let's keep it. Start over, guys. If you typed it already, just Web3.
Let's go.
Keep going.
Web3.
Web3. Jared and Jörg, there was some questions in the chat. while people are hitting us with Web3 spam.
Yep.
One of the questions that I saw was, by the way, Wilson is such a great name. It's just sticking to me.
I'm really glad that you say that.
Like, I'm like, should I go look up a YouTube video and then bring that up on the screen where he's like screaming, Wilson? Oh,
Yeah.
But one of the questions that I saw was, will Wilson have API capabilities?
Yes.
There you
Yes.
go. What else was there? There was a question of how many people are currently part of the Tempe team.
We are about with our community admins. We are about 20 people. So we have 12 people in the core, you can say, and then we have eight people who are in the community. So it's 20 people.
Nice. And if you have other questions, guys, for any of the other projects that are still on the call, feel free to hit us up quickly. In between the spammage of the Web3 there. Well, a more difficult question maybe, or how is your project different to Presearch, which is also partnering with Flux?
Yeah. Presearch is great. I think the main differentiation is really the index. So we do have our index from day one. It is already there, and we're collecting 300 million pages per day, which makes us completely independent from anyone else.
Did you say 300 million a day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh wow, that's big.
And you're going faster than that as well, aren't you?
Internet is very large, so we do need to cover a lot of ground there. Yeah.
And that's just based on our current network and the people who are involved in our beta program. So when we launch and we make the network accessible to more people, that will grow significantly. How many participants do we have in the beta running the?
We have,
the
in summary, we have 700 beta testers. That is split between mainly the collector, but also the website testing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we can say we have something like 300 nodes running during the beta, or we had during the beta 300 nodes running from time to time. We are looking into having, of course, a lot more, but our aim is to have 75 billion pages per month.
Nice.
So that's our goal, and that's what our network is basically aimed for. All
right, and I saw a couple of folks put some links in the private chat in StreamYard here, so I'll make sure we add I'll add those to the chat so that you guys get all of those. Swarm, I saw your all the links there. Any particular one? I'll copy paste this one here from you regarding a giveaway. If you're okay with that, I'll post that.
Yeah, that works.
That works. Yep. Awesome.
Yep.
There you go. And
I had a bit of a freeze there for a second.
Yeah, I think there's a freeze.
If you run into issues, that was interesting. We all went spinning there. I think StreamYard needs to run on Flux. Sheesh. All right, we got 16 folks who want some swag. Let's see who is going to be our winner today. And it's not me because I didn't enter in this time, so no jerry rigging on my end.
15 of those were me.
No, actually, 15 of those were Marshall. There you go, Ilias. Nicolaitis, if you want to hit up myself or Betty on the Discord, you can easily get your swag. Fully Electric, you just missed it, but we just did it. You know what? We can always do another round, or we can do it for the next time. There's always.
I just want to see Wilson in capital letters and an exclamation mark.
Okay, we can do that. Hang on.
We've had some fun internally producing some Wilson memes. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I bet.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my kids are all watching streams or something, because all of a sudden my internet is a little poo-poo here. I guess no more stream, no more giveaways. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
No Wilson giveaway today. I should have done that as
Not today, but it will be next time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's definitely keep in touch on that piece. I will have to see how that progresses. Oh, there it is. You want to do a giveaway for Wilson? Let's do a Wilson giveaway.
Let's do Wilson.
Wilson, I like that. Boom.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Love it. And what else did I have here? Because there was a couple other private chats, and then for the DAO platform, I'll make sure I'll add that as well in the chat. It'll be in between the Wilson spam, but that's fine. Now I'm gonna have to watch Castaway again. How old is that movie at this point? Like 20?
I think
25 years?
it's pretty old already. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was still young, I think, at that point. I have to yell Wilson too. Come on.
The movie is not. I mean, it's old. It's 2000, but it's not that old.
Jörg, that's 23 years ago.
Yeah, I know, but I would not be surprised if there would be a 19 in front of it. So
yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. 2000 doesn't make it too old.
It doesn't make it too old, no. Yeah, exactly. But it is, 23 years old. But it's still, a lot of people know it. Everyone we talk to and we talk about Wilson, everyone connects the dots and thinks about that Wilson.
It's a fantastic name. I do love it.
All right.
It could be like Wilson AI.
Yeah, but that wouldn't stick as well. Like this sticks. Like I love it. All right, we got all the entries in.
We're
trying to connect to Tom Hanks to see if he likes Wilson. See what he says.
Be a great launch.
It would be really cool.
I have to agree with this. Like whoever thought of the name, genius move. Love it. All right. All the entries are in. Let's do a draw. Let's see who wins the Wilson. Oh, somebody just... Can I catch it still? No, maybe?
Now I'm thinking, can we get Tom Hanks's voice to speak on Wilson's behalf, like a generative speech of Will Hanks?
You could, but I would like to ask him first, and
there might be some legal issues there for sure.
Yeah, there might be some legal issues, and I think he has humor, so it's not that he would probably enjoy Wilson. I'm pretty sure.
Or he completely the opposite. He might be kind of done with the meme at this point. All right, Jay Santos 77. Congratulations, you won the Wilson giveaway. We'll be sending you to your own little island with a volleyball. Enjoy.
Great.
Hit up Betty.
You're cutting out again, Davey.
Hey, if you don't mind, we'd like to give away some bubble gum.
Bubble gum?
Yeah, it's a little side project. It's built by Squeegee, and what it is bubblegum allows people to draw their own NFT that's actually scribed on the Kadena blockchain, and it has a built-in marketplace so they can sell it if they want to.
Can we do that, Davey? Oh, it's spinny circle. Let's go bubblegum. Where did they need to come to collect it?
If they just want to pop into our Discord, or they can message me. I just need a K address.
Okay, perfect. We'll grab the Discord link as well, and we'll pop it on the comments and chat as well. I've still got Wilson in my head. Literally have. I think we're moving towards Twitter for the jitteriness of the connections today. The gods will fix for Tempe, hopefully. But yeah, it's been really good to have you all on. We will be doing more of these as well to sort of keep in touch and see how you're doing with your projects. But getting everybody together to sort of be able to have this collaboration as well, and hopefully get some ideas and grow the communities together. I know Tempe, I've had my eye on for quite a long time in terms of your development, and you literally, I was thinking, are they going to do AI? And I'm happy to sort of think outside the box. So you're going to probably have the largest decentralized language model in the world.
Curtis, you tell me when to hit the draw button.
Do we have any last minute entries?
I don't think so.
All right.
Let's go.
You can go ahead.
And then you put in the private chat the Discord link. Perfect. I'll make sure to copy that.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I win.
It's fixed. It's rigged.
What? No, you didn't see anything. That was just a warm-up.
That was perfect.
That was perfect, yeah. I didn't even know that thing.
Really good.
David Cortez, congratulations. You win bubblegum. All right. Thank you,
I'm gonna
everybody.
have to look at what bubblegum is, but
Well, I'm going to join the Discord there and see what it's all about. Kind of curious. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I had a blast. I hope you guys had a blast as well. Appreciate you all coming, and thank you all, everybody in the stream as well watching. I hope you guys took away something from this as well. Hit up these guys, their projects. They're doing some amazing work. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my bubblegum now that I won. So, all right, see you guys.
See you
Okay.
guys.
Thank you.
Players,
Thanks,
thank you,
everyone.
me.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna lead us out.
Players.
Oh, why do they lie? Yeah. There's only one way to go, and that's Web 3.0. Don't be evil, Flux freeing all the people, fluxing on them now like a cheat code. Flux gon' keep you from a breach though. And you know we Web 3.0. Don't be evil, Flux freeing all the people, fluxing on them now like a cheat code. Flux gon' keep you from a breach though. And you know we Web 3.0. I know we fighting these corporate tyrants. They try to silence, but we can see. They tried to censor our speech. They want no privacy. At night I can't sleep, cause my data, they gonna breach. Don't be evil, Flux being all the people, fluxing on them now like a cheat code. Flux gon' keep you from a breach though. And you know we Web 3.0. Don't be evil, Flux being on my people, fluxing on them now like a cheat code. Flux gon' keep you from a breach though. And you know we Web 3.0. And you know we Web 3.0. And you know we Web 3.0. We gon'